tickets for the Brentford game on the 12th of
So
January.
you got your left and your right, you took where you want to go.
Continues with the raffle to include. Today for the Blues, number 27, Conal Truman, 7, Conor Mahoney, 8, Craig Gardner, 14, Omar Bogle, 24, Dan Scar, 25, Josh Dacres-Cotley, and 31, Charlie Lakin. Today's referee is Peter Banks. Perfect. Jim's here then for a presentation package with Roberts. We have had some of this from there. Not today though. Right, that's 2 tickets. You want to gamble them for a signed programme or something like that, because it's not in my notes today and I can't remember what the price is. If you miss, you lose your 2 tickets. Richard, come on son. Very good. Want to gamble? Of course he's going to gamble. Right, 20 from the 18-yard. If you miss, you lose those prizes. Here he goes. Oh, give him a round of applause as well. Not the best, but both losers today. Thanks for those shots. Chris Haddon, Bill Moore, Brent Wall, Stephen Atkins, James Coles, Barry Wyatt, Edgar Jeffs, David Wood, Alan Buckley, William Matthews aka Sandwich Bill, Nigel Matthews, Harry Kingsland, Adam Laybourne, Donald Beale, Alan Dews, Patrick Hanley, Stephen Fulwell, John Yates, Mason Yates, Jess, Norton Dunn, Ray Johnson, Tony Foster the Foz, Joan Russell, Michelle Maloney, Simon Twigg, Gillian Ward, Lee Russell, Len Barrett, Colin Scarrett, Reg Williams, Bob Evans, Pat Collins, David Ackrell, William Moore, Deborah Walton Mossam, Michael Shaw, Anne Lamb, Peter Murray, Clive Potter, Neville Favell, Carol Cook, Nikolai Vasic, Joseph Shaw, Clive Harris, Cyril Hemming, Archie Mills, Neil Gilbert, Clifford Drew, Phil Latkin, Neil Thomas, Stanley Phillips, Hilda Woodcock, Douglas Ridge, Arthur Checkley, Pete Abram, Eric Murphy, Stephen Johnson, Lee Turton Tate, Kevin Thompson, Laura Croton, David Innes, Stephen Taverner, Nick Harrison, Dylan Joy Scott, Kenneth Lewis, Chris Tyler, Derek Taylor, Robert Brady, Raymond Castrell, Paul Taylor, Zulu Stevens, Simon Benzing, Anthony Satterthwaite, Joey Buckley, Leonard Bannister, Patrick Venerti, Mo Shamel, Mason Yates, Colin Platt, Debbie Mossop-Walton, Carl Simpkins, Peter Ford, Samuel Harris, Ivor Ballinger, Stuart Drewsbury, Cyril Hemming, Yvonne Rest, Lynn Harris, Michelle Evans, Julie O'Sullivan, Amanda Marshall, Trevor Hughes, Donald H. Richards, Trevor Hughes, Paul Cheetle, Chloe Kerr, Neville Favell, Neil Thomas, Victor Lewin, Eamon Duffy, Michael Shaw, Chris Newey, Martin Richards, Frank Sparrow, Reg Williams, Sandra McClusker, Belinda Powell, Nick Ray, Tony Fellows, Neil McClusker, Tony Fountain, Brenda Book, Dave Fisher, Joan Wilkes, Roger Friedman, Jim Hatton, David Jones, Imelda Nesbitt, Lenny Barrett, Phil Reeves, Reginald Dean, David Stockton, Joe Noyes-Clark, Marguerite Merrison, Clive Chopper-Hartis, Kathy Pitt, Walter Hands, Bob Tully, Taylor Bennett, William Chatham, Raymond Poynton, Clifford Drew, John Horan, George Layton, Reuben Williamson, John Horan, Mark Smith, Ronald Ares, Stephen Taberner, James Blackman, Brian Quigley, Ryan Williams, Keith Milner, Hilda Woodcock, Brian Davis, Alan Charsley, Mike Newby, David Hornby, Thomas Danks, Ashley Bagshaw, David Lucas Gardner and Michael Bernard.
Clapping at you.
Number 14, Omar Bogle.
So we are back by the Christmas tree. This is our final video with this, potentially with the Christmas tree as well in the background, as it's the final video of the year. You guys, it has been a great year. Happy New Year to you all first, before I review the video. Happy New Year. I hope you've all had a great year. I hope you all have a brilliant 2019. Let's hope the Blues do brilliant. So, on to Brentford at home. Now, a review wouldn't be a review without a referee rant now, would it? And it wouldn't be a way to end off a year. So let's go. The referee was diabolical. Many yellow cards should have been given that weren't given. Potential red cards should have been given. Potential penalties should have been given. And there was a lot that this referee had missed. A lot. For both teams, I will say, for both teams, he was a shocking ref, but mainly for us. Mapai was diving down to the floor again, trying to get red cards when it was nobody even touched him. There was fights that weren't even dealt with. Their goalkeeper diving down to the ground when no one's near him, wasting time, taking the mick, stamping on people, potential punches thrown. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Heads into each other, diabolical. Now, my only way I can describe the Brentford performance today is dirty, cheating, divers. Those words, because they were diving around the pitch for 90 minutes. They were diabolical. They didn't look like they came for an attack. They came for the draw. They came for a 0-0 draw. This says a lot about Fortress St Andrews. People are seeing it for what it is. People are finally seeing it as a fortress, not to be messed with, not to be seen as, oh, let's try and get some 3 points. They're coming for a draw already. Teams like that. So they're already seeing us as promotion people. A fortress that isn't an easy victory. Now, this is a good thing, because it's showing that teams are finally beginning to notice us as a promotion rival, potentially. And yes, it also comes with its problems of teams playing like that against us and ending up ruining games at the end of the day. And it definitely ruined today's game, because today's game just wasn't the same as it would have been had they have tried to attack. We potentially would have scored goals. They were fouling our players. The ref wasn't giving decisions. Then he wouldn't give a decision to us. Then he wouldn't give a decision to them because he hadn't given a decision to us. And it was just like tit for tat. It really was. With the tit for tat, just made it for the fact that we had 23,000 fans there. Just, it ruined. There was no atmosphere, really. We tried to make atmosphere, but then the match stopped, and then the match restarted, and then the match stopped, and then the match restarted again, and then the match stopped again. So every time there was a match, so every time that the game stopped, the atmosphere drowned out by both teams. They brought 700 fans, which proves the difference in quality between the teams in this championship and Brentford. They're a small club that don't bring fans away, don't exactly have the greatest home crowd. They're getting a new stadium, which will improve their stature in this league, but at the end of the day, I could agree with the fact that a lot of people are saying a team that drew against us and came for a draw are quite clearly already seeing themselves as relegation battling, and I feel that they could be relegated, but they could end up staying up at the same time because of the fact that there is other teams that are worse than them in that division. And to this kind of comes together and helps them out a lot. There is definitely 3 teams worse than them, so they could end up staying up. They would be lucky though. What else? So 3 games, 7 points out of 9, which is impressive. It's 7 points out of 9. It's unbeaten in 3. What else? 3 clean sheets. That's another thing. 3 clean sheets brings us to a great way to end the year. Hopefully we're ending the year the way we're going to start the next year, with more clean sheets, with more points, with more 7 points out of 9s, clean, more defensive performances like there were today. And as we're on to defensive performances, I thought Harley Dean had an absolutely sensational performance today. I thought he was excellent and by far was my man of the match. By a complete mile was my man of the match. Hotter didn't look great again. He doesn't seem to play well against Brentford. Colin had a decent game. Morrow looked alright after coming back from his injury. Harding played alright at right back in the first half. I thought he slacked a bit in the second. Kieftenbeld was okay at times, but the way the game was being played kind of played through. They didn't exist much. They didn't really do much for either team's midfield, and the midfield weren't being used because they've got McCachran, I think he's called. He's their midfield guy, and he was being ignored as well. Juki and Che out front, there wasn't really much there. Bogle came off the bench. Don't think he really touched the ball much, but he ran about. Gardner, he was alright. There wasn't really much to say. It was one of those games. Magoma, I thought, did not have a very good game at all. I think that he wasn't really running much. He was too tired. He didn't look like he was putting in a performance that was saying, this is what we're here for. We're here for promotion. These are the kind of teams we want to beat. These are the kind of teams we should be beating. But he wasn't saying that. He was saying, I've had a few games, I'm chill, kind of thing. But I'd say well done to Lee Camp and the defence for the 3rd clean sheet on the trot. Well done to the team, well done to the staff. Happy New Year to all you guys out there. Thanks for all your support. I've got an extra few subscribers within the last few days, and it's a brilliant feeling. Thanks for everything, everybody. Hope you all had a brilliant Christmas, brilliant year. Happy New Year to you all. Keep right on.